Welcome back, ladies. I thought that I would take you along with me as I get a couple of things done today. I feel like everything is basically out of order in which I would do it today, but that's okay. I'll take you along anyway. So we're in the laundry room right now, and I've been using this as a desk because it has a little bench seat. It's like a craft area too, so it's the laundry room / craft room, but I've just been doing some editing there. I had my video ready last night, but then I decided, no, I didn't have it fully ready, but a lot of it I did. And then I just wasn't happy with a lot of what I had edited. I'm trying to speak properly here. I didn't like everything that I had done up to that point, and then I got really tired, so I just ended up going to sleep. Anyway, needless to say, today's video went out a lot later than it normally would have, but I was still able to get it done, and that was a little update, like a life update. So I just have some things like the iron, I need to put that away. I ironed a shirt for Jorge for him going to work today. Just a little cleanup to do. I do have some sheets that I washed yesterday, put in the dryer today, and I want to fold those and put those away. I haven't even made my bed yet, I know. So there's my unmade bed. We'll get to that later, but I after I did all of that work, I needed to get ready for the day. So yes, we got ready a lot later than usual. I didn't even get to do my journaling this morning. So it was like editing was top priority this morning. But then my daughter texted me, she wanted me to go to lunch with her. And so I said, well, after I get ready, I'll see, you know, if I have time. So then I went there and she didn't come out. I was texting her on her iWatch, nothing. So it must have died, or no, it didn't die, because later she texted me back saying that, you know, she didn't get it. So she was upset about that. So what I've been doing is I have been just trying to make some sides. I want to make some anytime potatoes, to have those sides available. And I also got some rainbow carrots from Costco when I was there. And so I need to use them. So right now I am, ooh, that water is kind of dark, huh? I'm boiling these. I want to boil them for about 5 minutes, and then I will make like a glaze with butter and honey. I've never done this before. I'm just going to try something new. So I'm going to make a glaze with butter and honey and put that over it, and then you know, saute that in a pan. So that's what I'm going to do, and just kind of straighten some things up around here. So I just thought that I would take you along with me. I did light a candle. The kids won't be coming home from school until maybe an hour, and so that gives me a little bit of time to just kind of relax after I get this stuff done, and then yeah, just journal, read my Bible, you know, just the usual, but back into my routine. So sometimes you can still finish up your routine that you started in the day, but it may not be during the time that you think you would have normally been doing the potatoes that are kind of just, I don't want to say simmering, but they're steaming themselves. Then I have the carrots that I boiled, and then it says to saute them with butter, and you can add brown sugar or honey. So I think I'm gonna add some honey and see how that goes. Now this is carrots with butter and caramelized with something a little sweet. I think my grandma just said to do butter, but we're gonna try some honey and see how that goes. So the carrots are really good. I put a little bit of salt and pepper on them, and then the potatoes are actually pretty good too, although the only ingredient that is missing is the diced jalapenos. They're like pickled jalapenos that I usually like to put in there. And I thought I had a jar here, but apparently I don't. So the next best thing, which I actually like putting on them anyway, is the jalapeno Tabasco. That is so good on the potatoes. So anyway, I'm just going to sit down and enjoy this little bit. Tonight, Jorge's going to be grilling some chicken, so I just wanted to have some little sides available, and also when the girls get home, they might want to have these anytime potatoes as well. And I also have a salad. So anyway, that's what dinner is looking like tonight. So I'm going to enjoy this, and then I need to fold the sheets. Now I'm going to make a little apple dessert. So we are making some cinnamon brown sugar baked apples. A simple oven dessert. And I'm using ChatGPT. Not that it's necessary. I've done something like this before, but I just said, this is what I have. What can I make? So I'm going to get those ingredients. I have 4 apples, half a stick of butter, 2 to 4 tablespoons of brown sugar, and 1 to 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. And then it says preheat the oven to 350, so I already did that, and then I'm just going to prepare the apples and put this little dish together. Good morning. It's the next day, and I was just making my bed, and then I realized, I wonder if today's outfit was inspired by my bedroom. I feel like I'm in a mix of end of summer going into fall. This is more of a sweater material, but it's a pointelle, so it's, you know, it's got a very nice design on it. And then I have my linen mix skirt here, And then when I go out for the day, where I'm going, like I have to go to the store, I also am going to actually be meeting my daughter and picking her up for lunch today, because yesterday it just did not work out. I don't know if I mentioned that in here, but because I can't remember, did I film before or after? Oh, it was after. Maybe I did say that I wanted to go meet her, but she did not come out. And then she wasn't receiving my text messages on her watch. So she was just really sad about that. So today she said, can I come and pick her up? And so I want to bring her something for lunch today. And so I have my purse here. I just switched over my purse from the lighter brown one to this one. And this was just like a Ross find. Pretty much all of my purses are either Ross or TJ Maxx. So I just find the cutest ones there that are so inexpensive. And I find that I used to only want to wear a blush one or carry a blush one. And now I've started branching out into other colors. They're still neutrals, I feel, but just ones that are, you know, warmer, especially around this time. So this is how I'm bringing in the fallness into my wardrobe right now. I do feel like it's a bit mixed, and I'm not so sure that this is the best look or anything. Like, I'm thinking, does this look a little frumpy? I don't know. We're going to run with it today. So yesterday I said that I wanted to fold all of those sheets, right? I didn't do that. I ended up having other things that I was focusing on. So I have my sheets over here that I need to fold. I'm going to do that right now. These are dirty towels, and the thing is that these, I can't wash them with the other towels, because with the ones with whites and stuff, I use a little bit of bleach on that, and I'll just have to wash those by themselves. But that's fine too, because it's the ones that are just the hand towels. Oh, and I can't forget, I need to wash our actual towels as well. So I did a load of laundry yesterday. I have my basics here that I wear all the time. I love this cardigan. The problem with this, and you may have noticed that in my video of the life update, is it's something that I constantly have to adjust, especially if I'm wearing this under it, because it kind of shows the straps. So that's a little bit of a frustration, but I have had this for years, like since probably before Aria was 2 years old. I've had this, and that's a long time. Now it does have a little hole in the armpit area. I need to fix that, but it's in beautiful condition. It doesn't pill. This came from H&M, and I so wish that I could find more of them. This is the prettiest color to me, the prettiest neutral. It's almost like a blush color. Oh yeah, you see this little hole right here? That's what I was talking about. But thankfully it's right under here and nobody really sees it. So anyway, this blouse right here, this camisole, that lace camisole is one of my favorites for just wearing as a top, you know, as a blouse. I want to iron that lace section, which is what I'm going to get to about my satin skirts. Excuse me, I am in this satin skirt phase. It's not just about the satin skirt, it's about the way the skirt lays and the whole cut of the skirt. So you saw my blue one in a video, and then I did just wear this one in the video that I just did, the Q&A video, but you may not have seen it on me, but it's in the thumbnail. And oh, that's another thing. I'm changing all the thumbnails for my Patreon channel, for Inspired by Nikki. I've really been struggling with that. And I'm realizing how much I say struggle. It's like not a struggle, but you know what I mean? Like, debate over it, what I should do. I felt like I wanted to rebrand a little bit with all of that filigree that you see on the thumbnail, because I feel like that was really appropriate for the style that I was showcasing a lot at the other house with the furniture, and it just kind of fit everything. But here I'm leaning into my more contemporary, modern style inspired by Nikki, which is fine to do. I feel that we have all of these different sides. So for instance, if there were things that I had to choose in a contemporary modern home, these are the kind of colors that I would choose. This is the way that it would look. If I were to go cottage core or cottage style, there would be different things that I would choose that would be something completely different than what you would see here, and so on. So I feel that every home has the ability to bring out a certain side of you, and all of that to say that I'm rebranding a little bit with this new move. And when I was, you know, figuring out the style for that, I thought, okay, I love the fancy stuff, but I also like very minimal too. And sometimes when I try to make thumbnails and things a little too interesting, I'm never really happy with it. I feel that other people do a really good job of like bringing in all this stuff, but for me it just feels a bit overwhelming to my eye. So then after yesterday's thumbnail, I have a few shots of different things, you know, different ways that I'm looking and everything. I loved how simple it was with the colors that I was wearing, and I thought, oh, this is the perfect just everyday thumbnail for my patrons, especially because I don't like to add extra thumbnails because it's just a lot of extra work, and it's not necessary for those that I feel are already there, that you just want to see the content. It's not about trying to sell you to click on the video, you know, it's like you're already here. So anyway, that was just one. I'm just sharing a little inside information here, but that was one. That's why you're going to be seeing that now, and it made so much sense. And I've talked to my brother about this, and I've talked to my sister-in-law about this, about kind of rebranding and what I wanted to do. And so it just all came together this morning that I would use that and just put inspired by Nikki with the fancy N, and then I'm just standing there and there's nothing around, nothing to like really distract, and the colors are all so beautiful together, very neutral, and it was just pretty and elegant to me. And so I just thought that I would share that with you. That being said, this is the skirt that I was wearing. So we're back to the skirts, okay? We're doing our whole loop here. So anyway, I am just so drawn to these skirts and the style. And what I love about it is that it feels that it's elegant without coming across as really fluffy, because that's an issue that I was having with the other pleated skirts that I was wearing. And if I'm going to go you know, the skirt route and enjoying wearing skirts now, I just want to find a style that suits my body, and that can be really hard. That's what I've found in wearing skirts. So that's why I say this one, like, it's nice with certain things. I'm not so sure that I love it with this top, but I'm wearing it with this top. Anyway, what do I need to do? I just dried these. They're just a little too wrinkly for me, so I'm just going to take the iron out right now because I know I'll be wearing these in the near future. It's part of my color story right now. And sometimes I wear out my color stories. I'll wear them for a couple of weeks, and if I tire of them, then it might be time for me to change things up a bit. But this is how I'm kind of transitioning my wardrobe right now from the summer to the fall time. I took out all the blues, and I've just been enjoying these warmer tones. So this mauve one is just so lovely to me. It's such a mature color that brings in that elegance and that femininity, I feel. So yeah, I'm just gonna take the iron out, iron those, fold the sheets, and just get busy. Oh, and I did, I have some other things in here. I've been just washing some of the different things that I have, and then I need to start the towels. So just a little bit of laundry today. We're gonna plug in the iron. First we're gonna untangle a bit. Plug in the iron, take down the ironing board, get everything started. Iron's ready. Well, maybe I should just iron first and then I'll fold the sheets. I'm really putting off folding these sheets. To iron my handkerchief. Well, wouldn't you know it, I forgot to iron this stuff. So thankfully, iron's still warm. I'm going to take that back down, iron that. I have my ballet clothes here drying. They're still damp because I took it out of the wash today. So anyway, those are still drying. This will dry. This should be okay to put away, but yes, I need to iron those too, and then fold the sheets. We're still a little ways away from folding the sheets. Now Jorge just texted me saying that he wants to go to lunch together. So what do I do? Because it's around the same time and it's not in the same area. So I don't know what to do. I let him know though that I told our daughter that, you know, maybe that I would pick her up. So of course, you know, maybe he and I should just go out on a date tonight. That's something we can do. Decisions. Not really a decision. I promised her that I need to keep my promise. So, look, I'm folding the sheets. I should have kept the iron out so that I can iron these pillowcases. I don't like when they get these wrinkles in them. I think I'm gonna do that. And then what I also like to do is I like to iron the top part of the sheet if there are any wrinkles in that, just because that's mainly the part that I can see. Something on there. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'll show you when it's done, okay? Don't need to film this, I'll just show you when it's done, and I need to get it done because I'm going to have to leave pretty soon, so. Okay, sheet time. I should tell you that my folding of sheets changes depending on where I store my sheets. So I was just folding this, and then I realized then there was this tail end left, and then I realized, oh yeah, I have it in this shallow cabinet, so I need to fold it to where, let me just show you. I was folding it, that's the cabinet right there. I was folding it like this far, right? But this needs to be more like that. And then the other thing that I want to make sure to do is to end it where it doesn't have a lot hanging off. So that is just basically perfect. And then when I put it inside, it sits beautifully right here. I have the sheets right next to it. And yeah, that's what I do. So now I get to fold the fitted sheet. That's the fun part. What I love about these sheets, which I'm going to always sing their praises, you get these at Costco. It's by Kirkland. They feel so wonderful. What I love about them is this is the bottom. The tag goes at the end of the bed. So I guess at the top or the bottom, whatever you wanted to do. But I just love when sheets put where they go. And then that makes it really easy. That means that when I'm folding them, I go like this and gather the other sides to that part, you know, and then it folds the best like so. If I can get it all together here, wrapped up in itself like this. And somebody is texting me and just trying to get a hold of me right now. Okay, so there, now I can finish folding and be done. You know, this is why I like to have my phone on silent, so that I can be at peace when I'm doing my chores, when I'm doing things, but you also have to be available for your family, so can't be at peace. Okay, keeping in mind, right? Keeping in mind the way that it's going to be folded, where it's going to sit, that's how thick you want to make this portion. So that's what I'm thinking of when I'm folding this. It's definitely going to be a lot thicker, and I hope that this ends right. Yeah, it should end pretty well there. So not perfect, but pretty well. So that goes, yeah, I could have made it a little wider. Am I gonna do it? Yeah. We'll just leave it. It could be better, yes, but we'll just leave it. Sheets are done. The iron back up. Put it away, tuck it away. And then start the rest of the laundry. Oh no. Oh no, that's pretty dry. His stuff is pretty dry. Not really dry. Okay. Jorge wanted his laundry washed today. Right, so I'm going to dry the towels, dry the linens. You know, I'm thinking this piece right here, this is a runner. I'm thinking I probably shouldn't put it in the dryer. I'll just let this air dry. Let this air dry just on a hanger like this over the sink right here. And then I won't have to worry about it like pulling and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the ticket. Put your dryer sheet in. So sometimes my loads are really small like this with these towels, but I don't want to risk cutting my head off. I don't want to risk bleaching them. So alone is the way to go. Now what I absolutely love about this washing machine is that it has that quick wash setting, which is what I miss so much about the set that we had at my mom's, because it just makes doing laundry so much faster. I just feel like at the other house, laundry took so long to get done. And then I'd forget about it, and I don't know, it was just a pain. I love that this laundry room is right by my room. And we actually have 2 laundry rooms here. The girls have their own set downstairs, which is it's a top loader. The only thing about that top loader is that it doesn't have a place for fabric softener. So one of my daughters is just so upset about that. But I need to get one of those downy balls or something so that they can use that, you know. But anyway, that's also nice, is because they are always doing laundry, it feels. And then we don't have to fight over laundry machines. Such a first world problem, right? But there are benefits. I think at one point I would have thought, what is the point of having 2 laundry machines? When you have teenage daughters, there's a point to having 2 laundry machines, I can tell you that. Not to mention even the way that they leave the space when they're doing laundry. That's something that I really don't have to fight them over anymore. Jorge's jeans are not completely dry, so I'm just going to let them hang out here to dry. Right here. I always keep my laundry hamper in here. I just like bringing it all in here, and then I don't have to worry about taking it in or out. And whenever I'm in here doing laundry, I can see if, okay, I have a lot of these colors, I'm just going to go ahead and do a little load and get that done. But anyway, laundry is now done. It's a bit later in the day, and yes, I did have a costume change because I got something on my skirt and my hair was feeling really flat, and so I did put some rollers in it and I feel a lot better. But these diffusers, is that what it's called? Well, it's not like the diffuser, but it's the oils with the reeds in it. I have been sold on these. The previous lady of the house here, she had them around the home. Some of them I really like the scent of, and others not so much, but we're still using all of them. I've just moved them around. So Anyway, I've been looking for some because my favorite is in our bathroom. It has a cinnamon smell to it. It's just warm and inviting, and there's something else in it too, but definitely cinnamon. And so I've also been looking for some that I would think would be pretty appropriate here for this time of year. And so anyway, I found this one, and I'll show you the box. I found it at Home Goods, and that one, I found a couple others, but one of the things I wanted to share with you, oh, and I also found this lamp a little while ago. This was a TJ Maxx / Home Goods find as well. So I like to go to that store, it's combined. But anyway, that room is starting to feel like it's a little bit more pulled together, which is nice. And I shared with you in that last video about kind of decorating that space, just what it would be like if I did do that in there. I like the size of that lamp. Some might say it's a little too big for that nightstand, but I think it's fine, and I just love the color. It reminds me of the soap dispenser right over here that I have for the sink for the kitchen. I just like this color of glass. It's not completely clear. It has that warm tone to it that I feel works well in this house. So anyway, it's about tea time because I know that everyone will be coming home shortly, but I wanted to share this with you. Let me turn you around so you could see. Oh, and look, I have dishes that I need to put away. I've been neglecting those all day long. So this one is called Falling Leaves. It is by GC Botanicals. And I had a couple of others in the cart. And then when I got to the line, you know how they have all of those things, those impulse purchases, impulse purchase lane. Well, I saw more of, all of these oils there, and this is what I learned today. Was it today? I think it was today. That they have these little scent sections right here where you can smell it and see if you actually like it, because I have purchased a couple that I really don't like the smell of. Not all of them have that though. And so be leery of the ones that don't have it. But a lot of them do have it. And I just think that that is so ingenious to be able to just, some of them are on the front, some of them are on the back, on the lower right side. So it just depends. But anyway, this is scented with notes of cinnamon, apple, vanilla, and citrus. And I really like this scent for fall. Usually, even with candles, when anything says falling leaves, I love it. Usually. There are exceptions, but usually. And this box was really cute too. Not that we're purchasing things for the box. No, it was definitely the scent. So like I said, there were a couple of others that I had in the cart, but when I was in line, I smelled this one, and this smelled a lot better than the two that I had in the cart, so I switched them immediately. So I have one for the guest bedroom, and then I'm going to use one probably near the entryway or something, or even in this room right over here. I'm thinking I'm going to put it over here. We do have something by the front door, which this smells good, and like I said, the previous lady of the house had these all over, and it was something that I commented on to her husband, and it was just so nice that she left all of the scents around the house. Not that you'd want to transport those anyway, but she left those around the house, and then she even gifted one to me in the basket that she left for me. I want to share it with you here. It was so pretty. And everything that she put together was really beautiful. She even left this candle warmer and this candle. This was in that basket too. So it was just so thoughtful, and it had the keys, 2 keys to the house tied around it, and it was just lovely. And all kind of that beige and cream theme going. So anyway, that's really what I wanted to share with you today. I need to take some time for myself just to kind of relax and prepare for everyone to come home. And oh yes, I'm spot treating the skirt. Ooh, I'm spot treating the skirt because I got some stuff on it, so it should come out no problem. But all the laundry's done, everything is done except for the dishes. I need to put those away. Well, I'll do that while I make some tea, and then I'm going to sit down and read a little bit and possibly do a little journaling. So anyway, thank you so much for being here with me today. I really hope that whatever you're doing, you're enjoying yourself, you're enjoying your September. I can't believe we're at mid-September already. That means it's very close to, you know, be time to release another magazine. It kind of feels like the months fly by, really. Whenever you're working on something like that, it's like you're always counting the days. And so, but I enjoy it. I really do. And I hope that those of you who are heiresses, that you're enjoying it as well. But with that, I'm going to leave you here. I hope you come back next week, where I am going to be covering wardrobe organization and just my whole setup in here, as well as my wardrobe transition for the fall.
Welcome to Inspired by Nikkiyt. Today's episode, refilling the dog food.